Hello guys, welcome to Caesar's Teasers and in today's episode Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer was born on December 31, 1959 in Los Angeles, California, into a life marked early by brilliance and loss. Exceptionally gifted, he became the youngest student ever accepted into Juilliard's prestigious drama division, a sign even then of a talent that refused to be ordinary. Tragedy struck young when he lost his younger brother, a wound that would quietly shape the depth, darkness, and vulnerability he later brought to the screen. Kilmer's rise in Hollywood was explosive. He broke through with swagger and wit in Top Gun, then stunned audiences by disappearing entirely into roles that demanded total transformation.
You're right, Hillary. When we get to America,
Who knows what will be then?
everything's gonna be fine.
Things change. People change. Hairstyles change.
Hillary, I want you to be with me.
Interest rates fluctuate. Who knows?
Don't you want to come with me? If you don't say so, say it now.
Want?
As Jim Morrison in The Doors, Kilmer didn't just perform, he embodied. He sang, moved, and lived the part so completely that the line between actor and icon vanished. It was a performance that cemented his reputation as fearless, obsessive, and unforgettable. He followed with a string of defining roles: the cool intelligence of Heat, the sharp humor of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, the mythic presence of Tombstone's Doc Holliday, now widely regarded as one of the greatest character performances in modern American cinema. As Batman in Batman Forever, Kilmer brought a brooding, psychological depth in the role, even as he famously clashed with the machinery of blockbuster filmmaking. Off-screen, Val Kilmer was known for his intensity and uncompromising artistic standards. He challenged directors, rejected mediocrity, and paid a professional price for refusing to bend. Hollywood labeled him difficult, but those who worked closely with him often described a passionate artist who demanded truth above comfort. In 2010, Kilmer faced his greatest battle, throat cancer. The illness altered his voice and nearly ended his career, but it did not break his spirit. He emerged, changed, reflective, and resilient, chronicling his life in the deeply personal documentary Val. His brief emotional return as Iceman in Top Gun Maverick became one of cinema's most poignant moments, a quiet testament to endurance, legacy, and grace. Val Kilmer was never a safe star. He was mercurial, brilliant, defiant, and deeply human. He chose risk over ease, art over approval, and authenticity over image, and that is why he remains unforgettable. Val Kilmer's life was bold and complex off-screen as it was on. He lived with intensity, loving deeply, working fiercely, and never separating art from life. He married actress Joanne Valley in 1988, and together they had two children, Jack and Mercedes Kilmer. Though the marriage ended in divorce in 1996, Kilmer remained a devoted father. His children became his emotional anchor, especially as life grew quieter and more difficult in later years. In 2014, Kilmer faced the defining battle of his life. Diagnosed with throat cancer, he endured aggressive treatments that saved his life but permanently altered his voice and health. For years, he chose privacy over pity, rarely speaking publicly about the toll he took. When he finally opened up through his memoir I Am Your Huckleberry and deeply personal documentary Val, he revealed not defeat but resilience. He had survived, changed, and accepted the transformation with humility and courage. As the years passed, Kilmer's health continued to decline. His body, weakened by cancer and its aftermath, struggled. In his final months, he lived quietly, surrounded by family, largely removed from the public life. On April 1, 2025, Val Kilmer died peacefully in Los Angeles at the age of 65. The cause was pneumonia, complicated by long-term respiratory issues stemming from his early illness. He was later cremated in a private ceremony. This response to his death was immediate and emotional. Tributes poured in from across the film world. Co-stars, directors, and admirers remembered him as fearless, brilliant, and uncompromising. Tom Cruise honored him as a powerful presence and a dear friend, recalling their bond that stretched from Top Gun to Kilmer's poignant final appearance in Top Gun Maverick, a moment that moved audiences worldwide. Filmmakers praised his courage to disappear into roles, to take risks others avoided, and to demand truth over every performance. Fans remembered Doc Holliday's icy poetry, Jim Morrison's raw abandon, and the quiet dignity of a man who never softened his edges to please Hollywood. Walt Kilmer was never easy to define. He was intense, mercurial, stubborn, gifted, and deeply human. He paid a price for choosing art over comfort, but he left behind something rare, performances that still breathe, still burn, and still matter. He did not fade away, he endured. Lesser known facts about Walt Kilmer that you didn't know. Youngest Juilliard admit. Walt Kilmer was the youngest student ever accepted into Juilliard's drama division. Shakespeare was his first language. Before action films, Kilmer was obsessed with classical theatre. Jim Morrison was more than a role. For The Doors, Kilmer memorized every Morrison song, poem, and interview. Band members reportedly couldn't tell his recorded vocals from Morrison's originals. Turned down major franchises. Kilmer declined several high-profile roles, including sequels, because he felt that the characters lacked psychological depth, even when it hurt his career momentum. Batman cost him Hollywood power. After Batman Forever, Kilmer was labeled difficult, not for behavior alone but for challenging directors and refusing to treat the role as a shallow spectacle. Doc Holliday was personal. His legendary Tombstone performance drew from real pain, loss, illness, and mortality, making the role hauntingly authentic. He was a published poet. Kilmer wrote poetry throughout his life, often dark, spiritual, and introspective. Writing was his refuge when acting became inaccessible. Christian Science shaped his silence. His faith influenced his early reluctance to publicly discuss illness, contributing to years of speculation before he spoke openly. Voice loss changed his identity. Losing his natural voice after cancer treatment deeply affected him, not just professionally but emotionally. He mourned it as a part of himself. To watch more great tributes, don't forget to stay tuned, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. And keep watching Caesars Teasers.